All right, today we're going to continue chapter 8. We're going to talk about solving two-step equations. So basically what this is doing is taking what we talked about yesterday, right? Yesterday we did one step. Today, two-step equations just means obviously you're going to have two steps to solve, okay? Sometimes it may be three, but most of these will be a two-step equation, all right? So it just puts both things like addition and subtraction and multiplication and division together in the same step. All right, let's do 5a plus 3 is equal to 28. So first thing I always want you to check, are there any like terms on the same side of the equal sign? So any like terms on the left, any like terms on the right that you combine first? No. Okay, so if there are no like terms, then you can draw your line and start using opposite operations. Now, can anyone tell me what I would want to move to the right side first?
3.
Do you need to go get a drink? You can. You can go get a drink if you need to. Yes. Say it again, Ashton.
3.
3. Okay, how would I get rid of 3? What's the opposite? Subtract 3 from both sides. Whatever operation you see, you do the opposite to cancel it out and move it to the other side. So what would that leave me with on the left? 5a equal to what? Say it. What's 28 minus 3? Come on, somebody. 25. Okay, what would be my last step to get a by itself? What operation do we see here with a? What operation is this? Multiplication. What's the opposite? Divide. So we divide both sides by 5, right? Because we know those 5s will cancel. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So that would give me a is equal to what? 5. Okay, how can I know if my solution is correct?
You put it back in.
Check it every time. Back into the original, you substitute it for what you solved for a. So 5 times 5 plus 3 should be equal to 28. Okay, what would I do first? Order of operations, right? Multiplication first. What's 5 times 5?
25.
So I get 25 plus 3 is equal to 28. What is 25 plus 3? Okay, checks out. I'm good to go. Okay, we feel okay about that one? Here's the deal. Most of the time, not always, I don't want to say always because it doesn't always happen this way, but most of the time you're going to use addition or subtraction first and then multiplication or division to get the variable by itself. Okay? All right, let's do 1/3 g plus 4 is equal to 2. So check first any like terms that are on the same side of the equal sign that you can combine. No. Okay, so we draw our line, use opposite operations. What's not right with g that I would want to move first? Positive 4. How do I get rid of positive 4? Subtract 4, right? The opposite of positive 4 is negative 4. So those cancel. Positive 4 minus 4 would give you 0. That would leave me with 1/3 g equal to what? What is 2 minus 4? Negative 2. Okay, we just talked about this earlier. What's the best way to get rid of a fraction that's right next to a variable? Reciprocal, right? Multiply both sides by 3/1. Okay, because everything cancels here, you get g is equal to what? What's negative 2 times positive 3? Good. Right? Anytime both fractions are over 1, you don't have to worry about that, right? Because I'm not ever going to leave a fraction over 1. Okay, what do I do to check? Plug it back into the original, right? So 1/3 times negative 6 plus 4 is equal to 2. All right, so multiplication first. Can anyone tell me what 1/3 of negative 6 is? Without a calculator? What's negative 6 divided by 3?
2.
Close. Negative 2, right? What's negative 2 plus 4? Come on. Positive 2 or negative 2?
Positive.
Positive 2. Okay, we feel okay about those two?
Yeah.
All right, let's try one a little bit more difficult. Let's look at 19 is equal to 3 minus 3d minus 5d. Okay, what's the first question I've always asked you on each of these problems? Check for what? Like terms. Do I have any here?
Yes.
Yes. What are they?
3D and 3D.
Negative 3d and negative 5d. So if I combine those together, I would get 19 is equal to, what's negative 3d minus 5d? What's negative 3 minus 5? Or negative 3 plus negative 5?
-8.
Yes. Where could you check that really quickly? In your calculator. I want you to do it in your head first. Check it quickly in your calculator just to make sure. Okay? So now that I've taken care of like terms, I can solve, right? So I'm solving for d. So what's with d that I want to get rid of first? 3. How can I get rid of, what's the opposite of 3? Negative 3, right? So I subtract 3 from both sides. A lot of people make that mistake, right? If there's no sign in front of it, it's positive. The opposite's a negative. So that cancels. What would that leave me with on the right side? Sorry, on the right side.
-8D.
Negative 8d. And then 19 minus 3 would be 16. Okay? You have to be careful too, because some people will leave off this negative sign because they think it's subtraction, which it is. But if those 3's cancel, you have to take that sign with it. All right? So last step to get the variable by itself here is to do what? Divide by negative 8. Okay? What's positive 16 divided by negative 8?
-2.
Negative 2. Good. Okay? Now, I think we had one like this yesterday where we had two variables. What do you have to plug in for both of those variables? Negative 2 when you check, right? So we get 19 is equal to 3 minus 3 times negative 2 minus 5 times negative 2. All right, who can tell me when I'm solving this for my check what I would do first?
You would do parentheses.
Okay, which means I'm doing what?
Left hand.
Multiplying, right? So I would get 19 is equal to 3, just come straight down. What is negative 3 times negative 2? Positive 6. What's negative 5 times negative 2? Okay. What is 3 plus 6? 9. What's 9 plus 10? So I get 19 is equal to 19. My solution checks. Okay? You okay with that? All right, last one. I'll let you go. I want you to have plenty of time to work on this in class while you can ask questions. All right, let's do 40.77 is equal to y over 5 plus 2.4y plus y over 10. Okay, now, somebody tell me just something you notice about this problem.
There's a lot of Y's.
Okay, how many? 3, right? So every term on the right side here has y, okay? But what do you notice about 2 of those?
They're on the front.
2 of them have fractions. Everything else is a decimal. So what do you think would be the easiest thing for us to do with those fractions?
Divide the top by the bottom.
Yes, change them to decimals. So what number is in front of y here? 1. I would write that in. Same thing on the other one. Okay? So if I want to change 1y over 5 to a decimal, all you have to do is type that in your calculator, right? What is 1 divided by 5?
0.2.
So that becomes 0.2y plus 2.4y is going to stay the same. What about 1 over 10y? 1 divided by 10 would be
0.1.
0.1y. All right. Now, can anybody tell me what I would do next? Yes, combine all your like terms. So 0.2 plus 2.4 plus 0.1 is going to give you what? 2.7 y. Okay, now this is a pretty simple problem to solve, correct? What's the only step you have to get y by itself? Divide by 2.7. Okay, somebody do that for me. Tell me you would get y is equal to
15.1.
Okay. I'm going to put my check down here because I kind of ran out of room. So when you plug that back in, 40.77 should be equal to, you don't have to put 1 times 15.1 because that's not going to change it, right? Just 15.1 divided by 5 plus 2.4 times 15.1 plus 15.1 divided by 10. Okay, now be ready because I'm just going to call on a few people to type these into their calculator and then I'll call back on you again to tell me your answer. Okay, Nevaeh, will you do 15.1 divided by 5? Legend, do 2.4 times 15.1. Do you have a calculator? Okay, it's fine. Sorry, I'll look for people that have one. Kyra, do 2.4 times 15.1. Nate, do 15.1 divided by 10. Okay, Nevaeh, tell me what you got for yours.
3.02.
Okay. Kyra.
36.1.
And Nate.
1.51.
Good. Okay, now everybody with a calculator needs to add those three numbers together. Because we know we should get 40.77. If we don't, that means we've done something wrong, right? So add those three numbers. Somebody tell me what you get.
40.77.
Good. Did anyone yesterday on their work, while they were doing their check, get a wrong answer? Okay, what did that tell you, Lily, when you got a wrong answer? That you did something wrong. Were you able to go back and find your mistake? Good. Okay, that's the reason we do a check. So we can go through and it helps us know that our answer is correct. All right? Any questions on those? Are we feeling a little better about it today than we were yesterday? Since it's the same stuff, I know it's more, but okay. All right, we're going to be on page 336. We're doing every other even again today, so make sure you're careful on that you don't do every even.